In 1976, Dr. Gerard K. O'Neill envisioned giant cylinders in space as possible human habitats. These cylinders would be 20 kilometers long, perhaps, and up 2 to 3 to 4 kilometers in diameter. And they would rotate to create one gravity on their inner surface by centripetal force. However, the materials did not exist at the time that would withstand that kind of force. And upon rotation, these cylinders would fly apart. They would just explode. Today, however, we've made great advances in materials science and technology, and the time is approaching when these kinds of structures could be possible in space. Hi, I'm Richard Anderson, science and science fiction author. In my novel, Outbound, Islands in the Void, I describe cylinders and the people living, the societies living inside of these. These huge cylinders would be built using resources from the asteroid belt, from Mars, and from the moon. But once complete, rocket motors would be established and placed on their exterior surface to begin the rotation. However, we still must remember creating one gravity on the inner surface would result in many tons of outward force, trying to explode these cylinders, make them fly apart. So in any case, whatever materials were used, they would require frequent maintenance. How would that be done? If you placed astronauts on the outer surface to conduct repairs or maintenance, they would use all their strength just holding on. And if they lost their grip, they would fly off into space into an unplanned mission into oblivion. So how would you do this maintenance? Would you stop rotation? Well, to stop the rotation would create chaos inside of the cylinder. Water and fish from ponds and lakes would float and rise into the air. Parents with their strollers and their babies would also rise into the air. To learn more about how these cylinders would provide habitats for societies in space, order my book, Outbound, Islands in the Void, available on Amazon Kindle. Or visit my website, richardandersonauthor.com. Until next time, thank you.